Hey, what's up friends? You get Gypsy back here today. Something a little bit different. We got OUPL week 3. We got my boy Top Tier up against my man Ricardo. This is gonna be a fun one, a nice meme match for the ages. So yeah, I'm on Seb's side, Top Tier Boys. We are a part of the BBC Kings, coached by Matty Brolick and Obi, and we're going up against my boy Ricardo and his team. I think they're coached by like Anti and someone else. Unfortunately, Ricardo wasn't drafted to our team. That was a big error, like an accident on our part. But yeah, basically this is top tier con. Look at these names. Oh my lord, this is definitely gonna be a funny match. They agreed to bring memes versus each other. As you can see, Ricardo's got the fiery like Gligar. He's got the Mega Steelix. He's got this Como thing in the Tauros. What a lord! And then you see a fairly standardish looking team from Seb, but yeah, I can assure you guys this is definitely not what it appears. So yeah, we came into this a little bit late, so we'll just jump back to the start. We see a lead of Steelix, Matty Broccoli, nice Mega Steelix throwback to my boy Matty Brolick. We see a hidden power, something from Seb as the Ice Fang comes out from Lando. So Seb making that turn 1 prediction didn't really work out for him, as Ricardo opts to get up the Stealth Rocks there on the Keldeo switch. Now, Seb makes the double out to Amoonguss, predicting the Como to come in or predicting some sort of water type to come in, but Ricardo stays making the good plays. He brings in, the specs, the nice and powerful specs. Goma-O, and Seb goes for the Sludge Bomb, but my man forgot that this thing gets bulletproof, so that's quite unfortunate. Seb's looking in a pretty tough situation here with this Amoonguss. This could be anything. It could be a Specs. I know this is an offensive Amoonguss, so it's probably not necessarily a Specs. Como could be like Z-move. Probably a Z-move, to be honest. But yeah, you got the chat going wild. I can't actually include the chat in my dimensions, otherwise it like fucks up when I put it on Camtasia. But yeah, basically everyone's getting pretty hyped. Will Seb stay in and Sludge? No, he makes the switch out to Aero. Fair play, as Ricardo brings in Retardo, his Suicune. This is a nice defog Mega Aero as well, so this is going to be interesting to see if Seb chooses to stay in here. The fact that he did preserve his Amoonguss means that he may be able to switch it in later on this Suicune, if he can get some more regen back. Removing rocks would be also really nice for Seb, but you know, he's probably not going to want to stay in on this Suicune. I know Ricardo loves the Vinecune set, the Carmine Sub Protect fast Suicune, so we'll see if he's opted to bring that. But given that this is a meme team, I'm not really sure. He may have brought like 4 memes in these guys plus Vinecune and like standard Gren or something, just so he's not completely like fucked by offense. But we will see. So my boy Seb is looking in a tough position. Magearna is actually a nice heat set, but it's kind of walled by this Steelix. But if he gets a bit more chip on Steelix and somehow takes down Gligar, he can pretty much win with his Magearna. So, but he's going to want to get a lot of chip on his water types. So he is a Carmine set, which is pretty unfortunate for Seb because yeah, if this is 3 attacks offensive Coon, then Seb is looking in a pretty tough position, because I know the Amoonguss is definitely not Spit F, it's just an offensive variant, so this could be pretty tough. But we will see. He could be Toxic Arrow, you never know. Something like War Arrow, who knows. He does have the Victini in the back, which may have Bolt Strike. We see the Suicune take out the Aerodactyl with the Skull there. After taking a clean 36 Mariole, so it's definitely like an attack boosting nature, I'd say, of the Aero. But, of course. Ricardo, big scum in the chat. Taking the DC win, pulling a Finchinator. What a dog. But yeah, he's just going to protect here as he scouts off Seb's set. I believe this is lefties. This is Carmine Protect. Probably, this is probably Vinecune, because this is like Ricardo's favorite, his favorite Coon set, which means Yeah, which means Mungus might actually be able to check it because it is a Specs variant. He makes the switch out to Gligar. Now, he doesn't actually know that this Keldeo is not Scarfed. It is... Oh, he gets him with a Hydro Pump. Yep. Nice play. Seb bluffing the Scarf. You don't really see non-choice Keld at the moment, so that was pretty solid because that means that Magerna's going to have a nicer time shift gearing up and attacking. This is actually physical Magerna. I kid you not, this is physical Magerna. Nice heat. As he reveals, Gypsy Slave, huh? Nice, nice nickname. Yeah, Ricardo's on another level. He makes the nice Toxic Spikes play. This could be potentially extra sensory, which would be really bad for his Keldeo, and it is Psychic. Yep, Shattered Side Strike. So he takes out the Keld. Very bad for Seb because that was a crucial member in taking down Ricardo's team. So very unfortunate. Probably would have, if I were Seb, made a switch out to Magerna there, just scouting for the Psychic, as there's not much reason Greninja would stay in versus the Keld unless it did have a Psychic move to hit him with, but that's alright. Yep, the chat is going fucking wild. I wish I could show you guys this, but definitely I'll pop the replay in the description and you guys can check it out yourselves. Like it's funny. My boy Riv is going crazy in the chat. Definitely a fun match between two of my very close friends. So he's going to make the switch out to Amoonguss, soaking up the T-Spikes on the HP Fire. Ooh, Ricardo got him. This ninja set is essentially, yeah, I don't think he can win, unfortunately, now, because HP Fire does just really murder the rest of Sebastian's team. If this is Scarf Victini, it could potentially revenge this ninja, but the fact that he's Fire type now means that U-turn and like Bolt Strike. Bolt Strike is basically his best attack. So it looks like Ricardo might actually be looking to 6-0. I'm not quite sure. I don't know, he may just do it to kind of to stun, but we do have a nice special Lando in the back, so he may opt to go into that. Just firing off an Earth Power, maybe predicting the Suicune to come in. He could also go Magerna here, which would be a pretty fun play, but the Suicune really just walls his Magerna because it is a physical set, but Ricardo doesn't know that at this point in time, so he's going to go into Lando, and this is going to be interesting. I think Tauros is also another big threat to Seb's team. I'm sure it's special Tauros with the sheer force life orb, but I just have a feeling that's probably what Ricardo's rocking. But we will see. He lays up the rocks, and now he may opt to go for the Earth Power, predicting the Suicune to come in on the HP Ice. We will see. This is definitely interesting. He's going to make the switch out to Victini on the Defog. I guess he was predicting perhaps his Gren to come back in there on the HP Ice, and if this is Scarf Victini, he could have got a U-turn off there, so I can kind of get behind that play too, because Seb could well have just stayed in there at HP Ice. Also, if he'd gone hard into Suicune there on the HP Ice, this Victini could potentially threaten Suicune depending on what set it is, so yeah, this is just, I don't know, like, maybe Seb didn't expect Ricardo to preserve, he expected Ricardo to preserve his Gligar there, you know, wanting to preserve the 6-0, but yeah, Ricardo's playing quite well. He's, yeah, boldly staying in there with his Gligar, but Suicune is going to come out now, and this is going to be interesting to see how Seb plays around this, because Suicune is a big threat. Like, if he gets a Skull Burn on Magerna, then it's going to be pretty tough for my boy Seb to find it out in this game. But he goes to the Earth Power. That's a clean 42 damage. That is a nice, especially offensive Landorus. And we'll see here what happens now. If his Victini can come in here and just take out either the Suicune or the Gligar, it won't be a 6-0, which would be solid. Realistically, like, if he can take out this Suicune with Victini, then his Shift Gear Magerna does have a decent shot of winning. He'll need to get a lot of attack boost to take down the Steelix, which is pretty unfortunate, but yeah. So we do see the Carmine's up on the shift gear. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. I don't think Seb has much of a way to attack this Suicune. Will we see another shift gear? No, we see a brick break on the protect. So yeah, this is looking pretty bad for my boy Seb. But you know, this Vikun set is pretty hard for a lot of teams to just beat, like a lot of good teams to beat, let alone a meme team. So yeah, this is definitely a very solid one that matches up versus Seb's team. Like, he didn't have, maybe if he'd preserved his Among Us a bit better, but that Greninja really placed a lot of pressure on Seb's team. He was really hard pressed to switch in versus that monster. As we see a nice, we get the skull burn there off on the Majerna, which is basically game at this point. So that's very unfortunate for Seb. Maybe if he got lucky with without getting the burn there, he could have potentially 2KO'd Suicune on the next protect. He would have shift geared up, got the attack boost. You never know, he could have begun to brick break him down, but we see an all-out pummeling that does 28. Pretty unfortunate, because this Magerna had, like, I don't know, with the all-out pummeling in the back, it could have actually potentially taken down Steelix. You never know with the attack boost, but that's just unfortunate. As Victini is going to come in here on the protect. Nice play from Seb. We do see the bolt strike there, so if this is like not choice locked Victini, he could potentially mix up moves on the Gligar, but we do see he is choice locked, and yeah, this is not looking too good. He may just opt to fire off a V-Create here, try and take out the Suicune to KO the Suicune, but I think Gligar actually lives a V-Create from this range of health. So yeah, Victini does take out the Gligar with the V-Create, and my boy Seb avoids the 6-0, and now I win. He says, if this is like Trick Room Victini, that would be really hot on the protect. You know, bluffing like E-Belt or something like that. But yeah, unfortunately, that is going to be the end of this Victini, as my boy Seb goes down there to a 5-0 versus Ricardo. But it was good fun to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed. Just a nice, quick, funny video. OPL. I actually got subbed out of my game because I was asleep when it happened. But yeah, hopefully we'll aim to organize my next week's match a bit earlier than the last day of the week. So hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys that one. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.